Hi, I'm a professional car designer and I love to share my experience and knowledge with you here, and also on Instagram if you don't know yet. Today I want to talk about the 3 basics you need to learn and improve to sketch cars like a professional designer. I will also show you the best way to do that. I talk with many young talents, I've seen thousands of professional, student, and amateur sketches, and I decided to find out the most important basics which create the difference between them. And I think they are proportions, perspective, and creativity. These three are super important, and most common mistakes are done when they are not used together properly. So here is proportions, perspective, and creativity. The first situation is when you use proportions and perspective right, but when you don't have enough creativity in your sketch, it becomes like that. It becomes like an existing car, it becomes boring, it might be a nice art, but it's not a good design. Because for a good design, you need an idea and creativity inside. And the second situation is when you have perspective and creativity right, but the proportions are wrong. In that case, that's how it might look like. It feels definitely wrong, it looks weird, it might be a good idea somewhere hidden, but it's definitely ugly. And the third situation is when you know proportions and creativity well, but there is a perspective problem. So it might look like this. Again, it feels very wrong. It's actually wrong, and it's definitely weird. So it might be again a good idea, but it's just not right. So because of those mistakes, people maybe will not even see your idea. So the best way, the best possible scenario is using proportions, perspective, and creativity in the right way. So when you have all these three in the right way, you have a balanced and attractive design, and it grabs attention and it sells the idea to other people. So the best way is doing these three elements in a great balance and harmony. Probably you focused them before, one by one, separately, but it doesn't work perfectly because it's better to practice them all together. And how to do that? The best way is using reference images. But you should be really careful because when you use an existing car photo or a sketch from other designers, you can get affected by the original design too much and it doesn't have your own creativity, your own idea, and it can have lack of emotion. To solve that problem, I created a good reference collection for you because I was thinking what I have needed before being a car designer and what would be the great to know on that time. And I think using a good reference collection is the best way and the fastest way to improve your car design sketching skills. So the collection I prepared for you is called Car Design 101 Sketch Reference Pack. It has 9 different categories and 30 different templates for you to practice proportions, perspective, and creativity all together. And there's also over 1 hour video tutorial in this package, so this way you will practice car perspectives and proportions while putting your own creativity on paper with my guidelines for you. So now I'm gonna give you some more information and I'm gonna share some video parts from this collection. On this template pack, reference template pack, you will find 9 different categories. There are station wagons, there are hatchbacks, there are microcars, sedans, like a compact sedan, and there's SUV, luxurious sedan, sports car, supercar, and there will be pickup trucks. And these templates are not printed like that. This is just to show you the categories and overall the templates, but there will be more like this one. There will be more like this one here. It will be 9% opacity, so you don't have to get distracted by the lines that I draw. You can focus on your own design and you can put your own creativity on this 4 different size of the same vehicle, same template. So you will have 30 pages like that, plus you will have digital copies. And there's also Photoshop brushes for if you're a user of Photoshop. And you can even put it on your iPad to use in Procreate as the PNG files. And here you see an example that I already sketched, and you can find the video of this on the link below this video. I recorded how I sketched, how I used those templates, and it's free, that one, so you can just check it out. With one layout, with one reference, you can create different designs. You don't have to stick my lines. That's the good part about boosting your creativity. And here, another example about a sports car. You can see it's more like a Porsche or Alfa Romeo here, or some different treatments. And here it's another design using the same templates. Here also again something organic or something a bit more aggressive using the same template. So as you see, you will have 30 different template packages. So I believe that it will be useful for you. Let's talk about perspective. On car design, we generally use 2-point perspective, which means we have a horizon line and we have 2 vanishing points. Vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2. So this was the first basic rule of perspective lines. Let's say this is our ground line. Let's say this is the thickness of our object. The maximum thing you can do is parallel. I don't want you to go upper than this parallel line, parallel angle, because it goes wrong perspective. Let's put the lines of this main lines, and as you see, they're parallel. This is a bit like that, or even getting closer on the other edge, other end. And you will focus more on your design, and you can still use those reference lines. And there are also 4 sizes on each paper. Smallest one, I think it's better for creating a concept or deciding the general layout of the design. And then you can improve it here or here, and by time you can finalize it on the biggest image. Or you can use another technique, which is you can design different cars on each image, and you can pick one of them, and then you can print it again to improve the design. That's the good thing of this digital product, because you are not buying a book, so you have unlimited number of choice to print. We can even try to make it like a Lamborghini. I don't know, it's just for fun. Well, let's give it a try. I can put like a triangle Lamborghini logo, so it's almost Lamborghini. Okay, it's a bad joke. I'm putting 5-spoke rims here. It will go straight and go to the wheel center. So this way we will have a depth of the rim. And I can put also the depth to the wheel itself. And then we can start to design also our rims. I like to put quickly triangles on each spoke, or some other shape, depends on your own taste. And then with a lighter gray, I just put some shading into the wheel, and we can put the other wheels and the ground just to show the car has a good stance. And you will have like 30 different templates. This is considered one. Let's go a bit more advanced, a bit more crazy, and we can even make it asymmetric maybe. Maybe I can put a line like this, like covering half of the back. And here we can have a separation like that to follow this line. Matte black, we don't know what is inside. Maybe there is a separation here, maybe it's totally glass, we don't know. That's the beauty of that little sketch, because now we will start to learn it. Here, let's put our main lines again in a softer way. Okay, let's start again with the outer line of the vehicle. Now we can be a bit more gentle as it's a bigger sketch. I don't know which video I mentioned about these markers and getting high. But you can really start to feel dizzy after some time. And you don't have to use them, by the way, of course, it's whatever you want. As you know, there's also Photoshop version of this templates, or you don't have to use this kind of colors and stuff. You can use just your pencil and pen to create your design and use those templates. It's totally fine. And I will of course do more videos about how to do shadings on markers, also in Photoshop. And as you see, I wrote a little note here. Every sketch will bring you one step closer to your goals. So just keep on creating, and don't forget to sign and put your date. That's my sign. And the date is, what is today? March 3/2020. So this thing will be useful in future when you look back. All right, thank you guys. I hope Actually, I don't hope, I'm sure it will be useful for you. Give me feedback, send me DM, send me messages. See you.